Hi there, this is Ranjit, and in this video, let's have a first look at this Oppo Reno 2Z, and this was launched along with the Oppo Reno 2. And guys, this is priced at rupees 29,990. But I was checking Amazon and Oppo website, there are some discounts. If you just pre-book it, about 10% instant discount and 5% on EMI. So I'll leave that Oppo webpage and Amazon page in the description area below so that you have an idea. And guys, the interesting thing is that, let me just break the seal. You notice that they have launched only one variant that comes with 8 GB of RAM and 256 GB of storage. There's only one variant. And this is actually powered by the new Helio P90 SoC. And in fact, this is the first smartphone that will be sold in India that comes with the Helio P90 SoC. And as you can see, it says 2Z over here. So we have some paperwork and all those things. I'll just keep that to the side. So here is the handset, and in terms of looks, it should be very familiar to the Oppo Reno 2. Let's just open this up, and this is also in that black color, and build quality looks almost the same, I would say. We'll come back to the device later. And we also get this case, so it's nice to see that we are getting this case. And this is actually a really nice quality case that you are getting. It's a rubberized case that you are getting on this. And again, I am assuming this will be USB Type-C. Yes, USB Type-C cable that you're getting. A SIM ejector tool is also there. And we also get a headset in the box. And I believe this one will also have a 3.5mm headphone jack. Yes, we have a 3.5mm headphone jack on this. So nice to see that. Let me keep that to the side. And this will be the Oppo VOOC 3 fast charger that you are getting in the box. So let me keep these things to the side, and let's look at the handset itself. So guys, here is the handset itself, as you can see. And from the back, we have the quad camera setup even on this one. The main primary camera is actually the 48 megapixel Sony IMX586 even on this one. And it also has electronic image stabilization. And Oppo also claims that the video is super steady on this, so we'll test it. Then we have a 8 megapixel wide angle lens, and according to Oppo, we can even shoot video with this wide angle lens. We'll also test that. And then we have a 2 megapixel for portrait bokeh, and then a 2 megapixel that's a monochrome sensor. I believe that helps in low lighting, so we'll test all that. And we have the Oppo branding over here. And if I give you a physical overview, looks like a SIM tray is here on the top, and this has a rising pop-up camera. I'll show you that, not the shark fin like the Oppo 2 has that. No, this is just that, not this is secondary noise cancellation microphone. The SIM tray is over here, guys, over here, I believe. Yes, comes out here. And nice to see they're giving a triple slot on this one, but frankly speaking, you don't need it because the storage that you're getting is 256 gigabytes. But anyways, they have given a triple slot. I won't complain. And the power on off button, and its back is also glass, guys. Looks actually really premium on this one. And I believe the glass is Gorilla Glass 5. And if you go on the bottom, the main vent for the speaker, Type-C port, main microphone, 3.5mm headphone jack, and on this end, we just have the volume rockers. So let me do one thing. Let me actually boot this up, and I hope it has some charge. And by the time it actually boots up and I set it up, let me give you a configuration overview. This Oppo Reno 2Z is having a 6.53-inch AMOLED screen. That's a full HD plus screen protected by Gorilla Glass 5. It's powered by the new MediaTek Helio P90 octa-core chipset. It comes with 8 GB of RAM and 256 GB of storage. It has a rear quad camera setup. The main camera is a 48 megapixel. Then we have an 8 megapixel wide angle lens. 2 megapixel is the portrait, and 2 megapixel again a monochrome camera. Moving to the front facing camera, the 16 megapixel rising pop-up camera. It also has a 4000 milliamp hour battery with VOOC 3 fast charging and in-display fingerprint scanner. So guys, I've finished setting up this device, and as you can see, this is a typical color OS that you're getting. A bunch of apps are installed. FM radio is also there. And let's uninstall this UC browser. Yes, so it allows you to uninstall some of the junk that is there. For example, let's try. Yes, you can uninstall some of the junk that is actually installed on this device. Yes, as you can see. So that's actually a nice thing. And again, over here, if you go left, you have the smart assistant, and this is typical color OS UI that we are seeing on this one. And guys, it has all the sensors, auto brightness, everything. And one thing that I've noticed immediately is that it's actually having a very bright screen. That's why I've kept it to very low brightness. And if I go to this display option, this is a nice option that I have seen. Let's just go back over here, display and bright. We have this low brightness flicker free option, and this really helps in low lighting when the screen is on a very low brightness at night. If you see, if I disable it, the screen will flicker a little bit. Maybe my camera is not able to capture, but I can see it. So it's nice to see that they have given this option in the phone itself. And if we go to about the phone, as you can see, it's having that 8 gigabytes of RAM, and out of that 256 gigabytes, about 223 gigabytes is available to you. So again, storage won't be a problem, but it does have that dedicated micro SD card. So if you go back over here, and this is typical color OS, guys. If you have used any Oppo phone, this will be familiar. You have game space, you have then clone apps and all those things, and all that other stuff. And let's just go back, and this has what do you say, in display fingerprint scanner over here. So let's see. Again, it's nice to see that vendors are putting fast in display fingerprint scanners on their phone like this. And the front camera is actually, if I'll just show you, okay, is that rising pop-up camera. We'll talk about the camera later on. And I would say in terms of weight, the weight distribution on this one has been done well, though it's having that 6.5-inch screen. Yes, it's slightly on the bigger side, but does not feel very, very heavy. And back, as I have mentioned again, looks really nice, and nice to see that they have put a good quality case, and we have the cutout for the camera within the case. So that's actually nice. So no issues regarding that. And guys, this Helio P90 SoC is actually pretty good SoC. So again, the general performance should not be a problem, and again, it has that 8 gigabytes of RAM. So in general usage, you shouldn't have a problem. But now let's look at the camera on this one, and let's have a closer look. So let's just fire up the camera. This is that front facing camera, it remembers that. So this is the rear facing camera, this is the regular one, and I believe this one, if you click, yeah, it goes to the wide angle lens. As you can see, let me disable again. As you can see the difference, and this 2x is digital zoom. It might also have 5x, yes, but I won't suggest going to the 5x. 1 and 2 is fine. And then for close-up objects and stuff, you also have that portrait mode and all those things. We'll test that. So you have the portrait mode, and finally, if we go over here, this is the front-facing camera. Again, it has the beauty mode by default. Let's put it on natural, and it does a good job, as Oppo cameras always do really good in the front facing camera. Also, there's one more thing on this, because this one is having the NPU, the Helio P90 chipset has the NPU. So they say that in very low lighting, they call it ultra night or something, and then also it will do a really good job in terms of camera. So let me do one thing, guys. Let me actually take some sample shots with this one, so that you have a better idea regarding the camera performance. So these were the samples taken with the rear facing camera, and again, notice the colors. The colors look actually really natural, and the output is very pleasing. Now moving to close-up macro shots, here also, as you can see, it actually did a very good job. It gets the natural bokeh background effect. I also like the fact that we have that wide angle lens with this one, and that also takes some pretty good shots, as you can see. Now moving to human subjects, again, notice the skin colors were also produced really well. This was in the bokeh mode, and this was in the wide angle lens. Again, as you can see, it does a good job in wide angle. This was regular mode, and this is the wide angle lens. Now moving to semi-indoor conditions, here also I feel in artificial lighting conditions, it did a very good job. Now I decided to test it in very low lighting conditions. As you can see, very low lighting, and here also it did a very good job. Again, notice pretty low lighting conditions, and here in this shot I invoked the night mode, and as you can see, it does a good job. Some samples of mine taken in completely artificial lighting, and here also I would say I'm impressed with the quality and the color reproduction that we are getting. As you can see, notice the skin colors and stuff, and this is the wide angle mode, again in artificial lighting, and this was in the portrait bokeh mode, and you can adjust the amount of bokeh that you want. Now moving to the front facing camera, again as expected, we are getting some pretty good results with the front facing camera, and here now I have enabled that portrait bokeh mode, and I have to say the front facing camera performance is also really good on this one. Now shooting this video with this Oppo 2Z, and I'm just walking around because it says that it has electronic image stabilization. As of now it looks good, but you guys let me know what do you feel about the same. Let's also give it a try with a wide angle lens to see how it does. Now again, I'm recording this video, but as you can see, I'm recording it in the wide angle mode. So it's nice to see that they are allowing video recording even with this wide angle lens. And let's just walk to see how is the stabilization. And as you can see guys, I'm just walking so that this gives you an idea how is the stabilization with this wide angle lens in the video mode. So guys, that's it for now for the unboxing and first look at this Oppo Reno 2Z. So guys, what do you think about this Oppo Reno 2Z? Do let me know in the comment section below. Anyways guys, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care guys.